Ithaca was, in Greek mythology, the island home of the hero Odysseus. The specific location of the island, as it was described in Homer's Odyssey, is a matter for debate. There have been various theories about its location, although modern Ithaca is generally accepted to be Homer's island by most scholars. The central characters of the epic, such as Odysseus, Achilles, Agamemnon and Hector, are generally believed to be fictional characters. Yet there are many claims that some Homeric hero long ago had inhabited a particular contemporary region or village. This, and the extremely detailed geographic descriptions in the epic itself, have invited investigation of the possibility that Homer's heroes might have existed and that the location of the sites described therein might be found. Heinrich Schliemann believed he tracked down several of the more famous traditions surrounding these heroes. Many locations around the Mediterranean were claimed to have been the heroes' homes, such as the ruins at Mycenae and the little hill near the western Turkish town of Hisarlik. Schliemann's work in excavations proposed to a very skeptical world that Homer's Agamemnon had lived at Mycenae, and that Troy itself indeed had existed at Hisarlik. Much work has been done to identify other Homeric sites such as the Palace of Nestor at Pylos. These attempts have been the subject of much scholarly research, archaeological work, and controversy. Theories on the location of Homer's Ithaca were formulated as early as the 2nd century BC to as recently as AD 2003. Each approach to identifying a location has been different, varying in degrees of scientific procedure, empirical investigation, informed hypothesis, wishful thinking, fervent belief, and sheer fantasy. Each investigator and each investigation merits interest, as an indicator both of the temper of the times in which a particular theory was developed, and of the perennial interest in Odysseus and the possible facts of his life. Some of the latest Homer's Ithaca approaches resemble some of the earliest leading precursors. Theorists and excavations elsewhere on the location of Homer's Ithaca. Eratosthenes, Demetrius of Skepsis, writing mid-2nd century BC, source used by Strabo. Pfeiffer, History of Classical Scholarship, For the Beginnings to the End of the Hellenistic Age. Oxford University Press. pp. 249–51. See Bittlestone, Diggle, Underhill, James Diggle at p. 508. Apollodorus of Athens, writing mid-2nd century BC, source used by Strabo, and Apollodorus also relied upon Demetrius of Skepsis. Jacobi, Felix, Die Fragmente der Griechischen Historiker 2b, Berlin, Weidmann, 244 f. 154–207. Pfeiffer, Rudolf. History of Classical Scholarship, From the Beginnings to the End of the Hellenistic Age. Oxford University Press. pp. 249–51. See Bittlestone, Diggle, Underhill, James Diggle at p. 508. Strabo, Jones, P.V. Strabo, Geography. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Harvard University Press. William Gell, writing in 1807, he believed Homer's Ithaca was on the Itos Isthmus of Ithaca Island, facing east near the Bay of Vathi. The Geography and Antiquities of Ithaca. London, Longman, Hurst, Rees and Orme, 1807. William M. Leake, writing in 1835, he thought Ithaca was on the northwestern coast of Ithaca Island, near Polis Bay. Travels in the Morea with a Map and Plans. London, John Murray, 1830. Travels in Northern Greece. London, John Murray, 1835. Tessaphile Caillou, writing in 1878, located Ithaca in southwest Spain, in the delta of the Guadalete, near Cadiz. Pays Atlantiques Decrets par Homer Ibérique, Gaul, Britannia, Archipels, Amériques, Terre Nouvelle. Paris, Maisonneuve ACIE OCLC, 23,413,881. 1878. Samuel Butler developed a controversial theory that the Odyssey came from the pen of a young Sicilian woman, who presents herself in the poem as Nausicaa, and that the scenes of the poem reflected the coast of Sicily, especially the territory of Trapani and its nearby islands. He described the evidence for this theory in his The Authoress of the Odyssey and in the introduction and footnotes to his prose translation of The Odyssey. Robert Graves elaborated on this hypothesis in his novel Homer's Daughter. Wilhelm Dörpfeld, having performed extensive excavations at various locations of Ithaca and Lefkada, he proposed that the palace of Odysseus was located west of Nidri at the south coast of Lefkada. Dörpfeld, Wilhelm, Altithaca ein Beitrag Homer Frage. Studien und Ausgrabungen aus der Insel Lucas Ithaca. Unter Mitarbeit von Peter Goessler, Osnabrück, Zeller, G. Volters. Writing in 1903, he believed Paliki once may have had Strabo's channel at the isthmus which now separates Paliki and Cephalonia. Kritiki Meleti Pari Omrikis Ithacus, Athens, 1903. A. H. Gokup, writing in 1908, he believed Ithaca was in southwestern Cephalonia Island, on the St. George hilltop near Mizaracata village, southeast of the city of Argostoli, with its harbour at Minis near the modern airport. Ithaca Grande, Athens, Beckenham, Bath, 1908. Lord Rennell of Rod, writing in 1927, they believed Ithaca was on Ithaki Island. Rennell, J.R., Homer's Ithaca, A Vindication of Tradition, London, Arnold, W.A., Huertley and Sylvia Benton, they believed Ithaca was on Ithaki Island, and their excavations at the Polis Bay harbour turned up 8th to 9th century BC artifacts. C. H. Gokup, writing in 1990, grandson of A. E. H. Gokup, he thought Ithaca was on Cephalonia, but in the northern Erissos region, near the town of Fiscardo. Obzoknar Ithaca, Wiesp, Eureka, 1990. Where on earth is Ithaca? A Quest for the Homeland of Odysseus. Delft, Eburon, 2010. ISBN 9789059723443. E.S. Simeratos, published posthumously in 1998, he thought Ithaca was in central Cephalonia, but he agreed with Strabo about Paliki once having been cut off from Cephalonia. Poiriomriki Ithaki, Athens, et eras Melitseleniks Historias, 1998. J. V. Luce, writing in 1998, he believed Ithaca was on Ithaki Island. Luce, John Victor, celebrating Homer's landscapes, Troy and Ithaca Revisited, New Haven, Yale University Press. ISBN 0-300-07411-5. Nicholas G. Levadas, Constantine Vistica's Odyssey of Cis Ithaca, The Riddle Solved. Henriette Putman Kramer, Gerasiomas Metaxas. The authors believe that the center of Homeric Ithaca was in southeast Cephalonia, where now the village of Poros in the Elios Pranoi municipality is situated. Omiriki Ithaki, Inarat of Tisto Kentrostanesia Tunka Folanon, Cactus Editions, Athens, 2000. ISBN 960-382-4089. Giles Lenoan, writing in 1989–2004, he suggested Paliki as the location of Ithaca, but discounted the geology supporting Strabo's channel. La recherche d'Ithaque, la ferme de May et le palais de Odyssey. Quincy sous Senet, France, Editions Tremin. 2005. The Ithaca of the Sunset. Quincy sous Senet, France, Editions Tremin. 2005. Eta Kappa Alpha Lambda Omicron Delta Upsilon Sigma Eta Iota Theta Alpha Kappa Eta. Quincy Sous Senet, France. Editions Tremin. 2005. Christos Zarkos, writing 1999 to 2002. He believed Ithaca was on Ithaca Island. Concerning Homeric Ithaca. Odyssey. 1999. Kepha al-Ines Kepha al-Inia Kepha al-Onia. Odyssey. 2000. Athesi Synoptiki Periomrikis Ithacus. Athens. 2002. Robert Bittlestone, James Diggle and Amp. John Underhill, first working in 2003. They believe Paliki is the location of Ithaca. Also believe in Strabo's channel, separating it from Cephalonia. See Odysseus Unbound. Robert Bittlestone, with James Diggle and John Underhill. Odysseus Unbound, The Search for Homer's Ithaca. Cambridge, UK. Cambridge University Press. ISBN 0-521-85357-5. Odysseus Unbound website. Felice Vinci suggests that many Homeric places can be identified in the geographic landscape of the Baltic. Felice Vinci. The Baltic Origins of Homer's Epic Tales. Rochester, Vermont, Inner Traditions. ISBN 1-59477-0522.